Right now might be a good time to sort of say thanks to a couple of guys who are really, really doing a heck of a job tonight and do a heck of a job every time. I think we ought to give it up for Greg Squared. Greg Martin, Greg Flexton. And Anthony Gallo on the board for Emcees. Our next act. Well, the next song we're going to sing is actually ancient history.
How can it be ancient history? It hasn't been sung yet.
Well, what I mean is, it was first recorded 110 years ago.
Oh. Wow. Wasn't that during the time of vaudeville?
Yeah! So truly tremendous one. That's right, vaudeville. Vaudeville, performers entertained folks across the nation for about 50 years, from the early 1880s until the early 1930s. Now, this song was resurrected in the late 1950s by the Kingston Trio. Everybody know the Kingston Trio? Yeah. Tonight, it's being resurrected once again here this evening. Dang.
Performing tomorrow tonight are two relics themselves. Please welcome Mutt and Jack.
It's not Mutt, it's Rex.
Rex is a good name for a mutt.
No! But the guy's name is Rex.
Okay, yeah, we ought to do some further ado.
Yeah.
Okay, without further ado, Rex, Carroll, and Geoff. Hey!
Just about a year ago, to the little town of Morrow in the state of Ohio. I'd never been much of a traveler, so I really didn't know that Morrow was the hardest place I'd ever tried to go. I went down to the station for my ticket and applied for tips regarding Morrow, not expecting to be guided. Said, "Hi, my friend, I'd like to go tomorrow and return no later than tomorrow, for I have time to burn."
Said I, "Well, gee, now let me see if I have heard you right. You'd like to go tomorrow and return tomorrow night. You should have gone tomorrow yesterday and back today, for the train that goes tomorrow is a mile upon its way. If you had gone tomorrow yesterday, now don't you see, you could have gone tomorrow and returned today at 3. For the train today tomorrow, if the schedule is right, today it goes tomorrow and returns tomorrow night."
Said I, "My friend, it seems to me you're talking through your hat. There is a town named Morrow on the line, now tell me that."
"There is," I said, "but take from me a quiet little tip. To go from here tomorrow is a 14-hour trip. A train today tomorrow left today at 8:35. At 10:30 tomorrow is the time it should arrive. So if from here tomorrow is a 14-hour jump, can you go today tomorrow and get back today, you chump?"
Said I'd like to go tomorrow, but can I go today and get to tomorrow by tonight if there is no delay?
"Oh, well," I said to him, and I've got no more to say. "Can you go anywhere tomorrow and get back again today?"
Said I guess you know it all, but kindly let me say, how can I get tomorrow if I leave this town today?
Said I, "You cannot go tomorrow anymore today, for the train that goes tomorrow is a mile upon its way."
I was so disappointed, I was mad enough to swear the train had gone tomorrow and it left me standing there. That man was right in telling me,
"You are a howling jay, you cannot go tomorrow."
so I guess in town I'll stay.
Our next act is our very own classically trained actor, which he portrays every Sunday in the pulpit. Just kidding, Tom. Tom is going to do a reading from one of the great literary works of all time. He's going to read Hamlet. To be or not to be, and would ask you to keep in silence as he goes through this, but it's a very serious piece. So.
The words of the immortal bard William Shakespeare. The epic tragedy, Hamlet, Prince of Denmark. A soliloquy from Act 3, Scene 1. To be or not to be? That is the question. Whether 'tis nobler in the mind to suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune, or take arms against a sea of troubles and by opposing end them to sleep, to die no more. And by to sleep we say, to end all heartache and the thousand natural shocks this flesh is heir to. 'Tis a consolation, devoutly to be wished, to die, to sleep, perchance to dream. Aye, there's the rub, for in that sleep of death, what dreams may come when we have shuffled off this mortal coil, must give us pause. There's the respect that makes calamity of so long life. For who would bear the whips and scorns of time, the oppressor's wrong, the proud man's contumely, the pangs of despised love? The law's delay, the insolence of office, the spurns that patient merit of unworthy takes, when he himself would his quietus make with a bare bodkin. Who would these fardels bear? To grunt and sweat under a weary life, but for dread of something after death, that undiscovered country from whose bourne no traveler returns, puzzles the will, and makes us rather bear these ills we have than fly to others we know not of. Thus, conscience makes a coward of us all. Thank you very much. younger audience a more contemporary rendition of the soliloquy of Hamlet, Prince of Denmark, Act 3, Scene 1. So I'm thinking about checking out. I mean, do I go on living this sucky life? Or bite the big one? Wouldn't it be so peaceful to be dead? To die? To be dead? To be deceased? Departed? Defunct? Pushing up daisies, wouldn't that be peaceful? Or not? I mean, how can you feel peaceful if you're dead? I mean, when you die, do you feel diddly squat? Life's a booger. Bossy teachers, nagging parents, girlfriends that dump you. For tall guys that are real popular because they play lacrosse and they have rich parents and they drive fast cars and stuff. So, who wouldn't off themselves? Just make sure you cover up that bare bodkin, dude, because nobody wants to see that. Right? So why wouldn't we end this sucky life, except that death may be suckier? I'm a chicken.
Folks, we'd like to thank you for coming out. That's our show for tonight, and we hope you enjoyed it. Before we go anywhere, we definitely have to thank some people. First off, for everybody that baked something back there. Oh, man.
Participants that practiced so long and hard, and even those that obviously didn't. And I'd like to thank my partner here, Uncle Tim.
Yep. And Wallace, ladies and gentlemen. I believe we have Mr. Sprague over there to thank for the coffee back there. Yes? And thanks to everybody that was responsible for planning all this and putting it all together. Everybody did a great job. There's still coffee left, I believe. There's still food left, so you don't have to run out of here or anything, but the entertainment's done. So.